Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Stephanie with Steph's on a Budget, and today we're going to be doing our cash stuffing for the paycheck. So let's jump in. I'm going to flip us to over here. So we put up our budget with me yesterday, and we did our budget with the the least amount, and both of those came in quite a bit more. So we did have a little bit of extra funds, which is good. Mostly we'll add a little bit more to our sinking funds and then also to our debt snowball, which is great. So for Christmas, we are going to be putting in the 100. Softball is actually going to get a little increase at 125. I'm going to bump my house up to 20. And remember, this one's electronic, so it'll just transfer directly into that savings. And then I'm going to put $10 into each of my other sinking funds. And then our debt snowball will actually be getting 200 instead of the 76. So quite a bit extra, which is great. So I just wanted to show that bit for you guys, where that change is coming from, because it'll be different than how we broke it down yesterday. But otherwise, let's get this out of the way. We set that off to the side and pull in our cash. So we'll count our cash and we'll get our binders so that we can stuff those. So a couple of I had a couple of comments on yesterday's Budget With Me video that I wanted to talk about. I have quite a few new subscribers, so thank you all for being here and joining our journey and kind of rooting us along. I appreciate all of your guys' support so much. So somebody asked about income and what we do for work. So we are a dual income household. Both my husband and I bring home a 40-week paycheck. So I work as a nurse for an insurance company, and my husband works in the hospital as a certified anesthesia tech. So we're both in healthcare. We both get paid bi-weekly on the same day. Also, I had another comment kind of slash question asking, I had like 2 waters. So I do pay, remember, obviously a water bill for our monthly home for our water usage, and then I have a water category in my variable expenses, and this is we purchase 50 gallons of drinking water about every 2 weeks or so. Sometimes it lasts a little bit longer, and that's about $32 with a tip every 2 weeks. And that's our drinking water. So, we fill our little 5-gallon jugs up and it goes on the water dispenser. So, that was a great question for any of my new subscribers wondering why do you have 2 waters? So that's what that is. Great. If you have any other questions, post them down below in the comments. I'm happy to, I do try to look at all of the comments, and I'm happy to, answer any questions you guys might have within reason, obviously. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of address those two questions I got yesterday. But starting with, let's start and see what we're going to be stuffing. It should be $1,117 today, you guys. So let's take a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600. 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 1,000. Excuse me. And 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, $1,100, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 1,117. We are all good to go. And I'll just stick these ones to the side here, guys. I know I'm kind of out of room there. Okay, so we're going to start with our variable binder, envelope binder, and we're going to start with unstuffing anything left over from the last 2 weeks. So remember, we're a household of, my husband and I, we have 4 children. Our children, our 2 oldest, somebody asked about our 2 oldest because they pay insurance. My oldest is 21, and then I have a 19-year-old, 14, and 6. So 4 kiddos, 3 of which are in the home. My oldest son has moved out, but we do still cover most of his insurance and his phone bill, obviously, and then he takes care of the rest of his expenses. And he does put 60 towards his insurance, as does my oldest daughter. So that's where that 120 insurance came from. But so a household of 5 in the home, and we get paid every 2 weeks, so we stuff every 2 weeks. So our amounts last for a 2-week period. But we're going to start with unstuffing. Sorry guys, I feel kind of discombobulated, like all over the place this morning. So hopefully this doesn't feel too random to you guys. But take out, I probably should just take this out actually. We're just doing this cashless, so it just stays in the account. It was just getting too hard. I was having to go back and forth all the time because we would just swipe the card because the cash would be at home, and then I have to go back to the bank to replace it, and that makes it hard to like balance the end of the year, end of the month budget too. So it was just easier to not have that category in cash, so we'll skip that. Groceries has some money left over. And it looks like we have 20, 40, 60, 71. That's great. Costco is empty. House and Beauty has money, and it has 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So it still has its full 40. We're going to take that out. Miscellaneous has money, and it has 10, 20, or sorry, geez, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 40 also. So we didn't use any of that last pay period. We'll pull that out. Mom and Dad still has 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 15. And I am going to go ahead and pull out 100 of this and keep the 15. So we'll roll over a little bit. And the reason I'm doing that is this one envelope was building up a little bit. We spent quite a bit. It was my birthday, so a lot of money came out for that. But I am hoping to have a 0 spend for myself, which usually 100 goes to me. Usually I'm the one rolling over money. And I just, in the next 2 weeks, especially, there's just nothing I need, or really want, so I shouldn't have a need to spend. So I'll just, you know, challenge myself a little bit to go 2 weeks with no spending. And then water is empty. I just bought water the other day. So, okay. So setting that aside, and we'll come back to that later, but groceries is going to get 300. So it's going to be 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83. So 300 for our groceries. Let's fix that, guys. And then I'm gonna pause you and come back because, oh, never mind. I thought my dog was scratching to get out, but he's just playing over there. Costco's getting nothing. House and Beauty is gonna get that same 40 back in it. So that gives us 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So this envelope I typically use for, you know, like restocking on shampoo, you know, that sort of stuff, soap, lotion, sometimes household supplies, though most of our like household stuff like paper towels, paper plates, that sort of thing typically come out of our Costco budget. And so we just stocked up on that stuff the other day. So I don't anticipate any of those needs. Miscellaneous is also going to get its 40. Okay. So that's 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay. And then our spending is going to get its usual 300. So 1, 2. Okay, and then pull this out. We should have 315. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 10, 15. Okay. If you're new here, that might seem like a lot of spending money, and it is, which is, you saw we had an extra 115. We don't usually spend that, but you know, I like to give us more spending money than not. Just kind of keeps us sane and you know, better with our budget, in all honesty. And when there's leftovers, we roll it over and we put it to good use. So there's always that. Okay, and then water is going to get its 32. So we've got 20, 31, 2 for water. All right, that's going to take care of our variable envelopes for, again, the next 2 weeks for us, you guys. Okay. And then next up, we're going to start our sinking funds. And again, these are not in any particular order, priority. They're just kind of random and here. So Rocky is actually for both of our dogs, and Pets is going to be getting 10. So Pets now has 20, 40, 50, 61. 61 in Pets. Kids is also going to be getting 10. So pretty boring cash stuffing here today, you guys. Everything's kind of getting the same amount. And Kids now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75. Let me count that again. I feel like I must have missed accounting for something here. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75. Yeah, I must have used $10 for something and then didn't come back and log it. Or $20 actually. I'll have to figure that out. So I'm off there on my tracker for some reason. Birthdays is also getting 10, and so now birthdays has 20, 30, 40, 45. I like to get smaller bills sometimes to be able to make change, but I find those like smaller bills just aren't, they're pretty beat up. Okay, Family Fun is also getting $10. So that's 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 106. And we did spend some of this the last 2 weeks. Took my youngest to the trampoline park. She had a great time. School is also going to be getting 10. So school now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 155 in school. I'm glad that's getting up there. This will go towards like back to school shopping for next year for my two girls. And then clothes, surprise, surprise, also getting 10. So clothes now has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right, that takes care of this binder. And our last one here. Okay, so HOA, we're saving up. We always have to make this payment January 1st. And so saving up for 2024, also getting 10. So HOA now has 10, 20, 25, 30. It's not bad for February. I'm hoping I could get that one done early and, whoops, sorry to bump you guys, not have to stuff it. Okay, car maintenance, also getting our last $10. Car maintenance now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 455, 556, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87. 687, yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, bike maintenance is not getting anything. Christmas is going to get its 100. So Christmas now has 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 50, 350. And then softball for my middle daughter is going to get 125. So that's 25 more than I had anticipated, which is great. This is definitely my #1 priority sinking fund right now. So the more I can put in there, the better. So softball now has 1, 2, 3, 25, 325. My little Yorkie is like scratching at everything. I don't know what he's doing. So sorry if you can hear that, you guys. Okay, that takes care of that. And then we should have $100 left here, 20, 40, 60, 81, and we do, and that will go to my husband. So I'll set that off to the side for him. And then let's see what we've got in rollover that we pulled out of our envelopes. So the last 2 weeks we were able to save 20, 40, actually I probably need to put this all in order, you guys. So let me do that real quick. Okay, that's better. All right, so we were able to save 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. $151 we were able to save from our variable envelopes. $251 from our variable envelopes last payday. So if you watched the budget with me and you thought, gosh, $1,062 for 2 weeks of spending in variable expenses, that seems like a lot. It is, but you know, with inflation and stuff, we're finding that that's the number that's worked for us. We've had to definitely increase that over the last year, especially, but most of the time we have some to roll over, which is great. What do we do with this? We put it towards our debt snowball because debt is our #1 priority, and savings is second. So this is going to go to debt. We emptied this at our last cash stuffing, if you remember, and we made that $136 payment. And I found this lovely dollar in the washing machine. So, you know, finder's fee for doing laundry. So we'll add that. into our debt snowball. And then what we'll do is we'll keep this all through our February budget. And this is our last February paycheck actually. So this will be our final February, you know, debt snowball payment that we will make towards our Home Depot card. So another $200+ to our number one debt is amazing. All right, guys, that takes care of this week's, or this paycheck's rather, cash stuffing. If you have any questions for me, leave them below in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one. Bye, friends. Take care.